there's a little couple.
Oh my god, I love it, you're vlogging.
Oh, hi, Mom. My mom vlogs for me.
Hello. Oh my gosh,
You're the que miras on TV.
Yeah, she's like, you're the one I watch.
oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay.
You ready?
Wait, let me turn my gun.
1, 2, 3. Go back, sorry, all the angles. Oh my god, I love it. Perfect.
Oh my god, so literally
nice
the
to
second
meet
you
you.
my bucket list. We got pizza.
Again, we have to pay the bills at the end of the day, and if like I have an LLC, I have to fit into certain tax brackets, and a third of my income goes directly to taxes. So whenever I'm calculating my rate, I'm
Before we get started, I'd love to do a little show of hands. Who here really feels like you have truly manifested something into your life? Anyone? Oh, that's a lot of you.
An entrepreneur as well as a content creator. I started my whole, manifestation journey when I was a sophomore in high school. I found out about my dream school FIDM, and I worked hard towards getting it, and I started going to events, and I told myself, I want to be at that school. I want to get there. And as a sophomore, I did everything I could to get accepted in their Junior Advantage program. And I actually was their first student admitted in that year for their Junior Advantage program. And that's when I kind of was like, ooh, everything I say is kind of happening with the actions that I need to take to make them happen. So from then, I started my first business as a sophomore as well. And I did social media management, and I was in this space where I didn't know any teens out there or anyone my age, and people were like, what are you doing? You're only 16. How do you know what you want to do? So from then, I actually started my nonprofit, Teen Gossways, which is all about trying to help teens or anyone who wants to start their entrepreneur journey with support, tips, and just have them know that there's other teens out there. And I created that because I didn't know anyone, and I wanted to be that person to create that space for people. So from then, me and my CFO started kind of talking all about our growth and how we wanted to get there, and we wanted to hit a goal, and we actually did it, and we started hitting goals. And I feel like that's when it kind of started hitting it, that it's like, oh, manifestation. And kind of before this panel, I didn't know really what manifestation was, and I didn't think I was doing it, but then I was able to learn that there's different paths of it, and I feel like mine is a very unique path. So from there, I actually started my content creator journey, because when I was 9, it was my biggest goal to become a content creator. I wanted to be like Alicia Marie, Bethany Moda, and I kind of told myself at the end of 2020, I was like, you know what, on January 1st, I'm going to put my mind to it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to become the creator that I've always wanted to be. And literally, by telling myself that, my mind switched. And on January 1st, I started my whole journey, I started posting, and I started creating goals for myself, and till now I've been able to kind of complete those goals and help others along the way as well.
And Paola, you say that like so casually, like I just set these goals and yeah, I achieved them. I told myself that I would be the first ever person to be accepted as a junior to this program, and then it happened. But there's a lot about the various stages of goal setting, right? And at first it was about college acceptance, and then, TikTok became something that was in your life. I know public speaking has been a goal. Tell us about how your, views on goal setting, even the way that you've set those goals, has changed over time.
I feel like it's changed over time just with the goals that I've changed and come upon on. It all started with just a thought, and I feel like later on with more goals that I had, I started incorporating more steps of wanting to speak out loud more about it, or trying to take more of a dedication towards it. The school one, it was dedication, and I did take time, but now with more goals that I work more than what I did, last week for a goal that I had. For example, for this conference, like I had a goal, I was like, I would love to speak on it, and I was already involved in her campus for a while, and it's my first year of college, so I've been able to work with her campus. And I kind of told myself I want to speak here, and I started working towards, how to reach out and, how to send a pitch and how to get here, and I feel like I was able to follow those steps to get here, and I feel like maybe in the future I'll see what I did for this to, follow for another goal that I had.
I love that. Well, you've made a lot of your dreams come true. I want to hear a little bit about how to practically set those goals. So I remember we were chatting about the growth of your TikTok account, which was pretty phenomenal over a very short period of time. Did you set specific follower counts or things like that to shoot for, and how did that change over time, and how did you even know what goal to set and how to work towards it in a practical way?
Yeah, so when I started my TikTok, I just started it for fun. I was like, oh, let's see how this goes. And I remember, I think my first ever viral TikTok was like me going to a coffee shop in San Diego. And I actually started off as like a coffee TikTok, and I was like reviewing places and vlogging everywhere I was going, and I was like, okay, my goal is to go to like a new place every week so I can kind of film it, record it, and have people notice me. And then I started getting like my favorite coffee shops to notice me from San Diego, which is kind of weird. So I was like, I go here all the time. And then from there, I was like, you know what, I'm starting my influencer journey, and I want to do fashion. And I kind of set my goal to start, growing my fashion sense, because I wasn't as confident, let's say, a year and a half ago. So I wanted to start building my confidence in my clothing and what I'm wearing. And I am like petite, mid-size, so I also wanted to kind of base my content around that. And that's kind of how I started my fashion journey. I actually went viral for doing like a welcome to mid-size like TikTok, and I was sharing my outfits. And my goal from there was to keep finding other people that were similar like me and wanting to see how I dress. And I feel like I was like, okay, maybe this is like something I can go with. And I started saying in my mind, you know what, I'm gonna start doing it. I'm gonna start sharing how I wanna dress, how I dress, my goal of how I overcame not being confident, how I gained confidence in my clothing and my outfits. And then kind of just like working forwards with that and starting to kind of grow on TikTok. I started saying, you know what, I wanna hit 10,000. I wanna be able to put my link in bio on TikTok. And it kind of went from that. And then it actually kind of switched to, I wasn't really following the numbers anymore. I just wanted to create the content. I wanted to continue to inspire people to keep dressing how they wanted, to find outfit inspo. So it kind of did switch from, just wanting the numbers and kind of being like, oh, I'm going to post 2 or 3 times a day to hit this number, to I'm going to post 2 or 3 times a day just for people to find my fashion and me being able to share what I love to do with others. guys, we're back in the hotel. It's the first time I'm basically talking on here, but it's the last night in New York, and this is everything I got in a bag in Allure and her campus. So there's a lot of different products that I got at the Allure store. Mostly all of this is from the Allure store. There's just like different brands. I'm excited to try it. There's body lotion, serum, hair products, different things, more hair, skin, different things. And then from her campus, because I spoke at her conference, they gave me a little goodie bag. There was a Victor and Rolf full-size perfume, a little Valentino pouch that inside has, give me a sec, has a lipstick and a mascara, and then we have a little Hallmark gift because it was Hallmark's birthday, and then another little Valentino bag. And then from Hallmark we got these like cute little tumblers, and there was like things inside. So yeah, that is everything I got. And then I also went shopping. I went to Kate Spade and Coach, which is somewhere over there. So when I get home, I will do a proper haul of what I got in New York. But I did that. And then we went to Lottery actually, and they gave us like free bread. So I have a lot of free little pastries from Lottery that I want to take home. I did try Baked by Melissa. And yeah, that was pretty much all my New York trip. I know everything was like so quiet. It was just like a lot of videos, but hopefully you enjoyed it. It's literally so hard to like film out here in the city. Like it's so loud, so many people, and you're always like walking. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, it was so fun being here, and thank you to her campus for letting me speak on your panel. That was such a dream come true, and I really hope to come back for New York Fashion Week because I loved New York. So yeah, bye.